Great North Wrestling, because professional wrestling is back.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Great North Wrestling! At this time, I'd like to introduce the new Great North Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Jeremy Prophet!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Great North Wrestling. I'm your host, Max Mooney, here in Renfrew, Ontario, Canada, and it is week 4, and we got a huge show for you today. And we're starting off with the silver-tongued sex symbol, Jeremy Prophet. That's right, folks. Jeremy Prophet is the new Great North Wrestling Champion. He is loud, he is proud, he's from Montreal, and he's on top. That's right. Let's take a look back to last week when the first ever champion was crowned, Lanny Poffo. In a 20-man over-the-top battle royal, Lanny Poffo came out on top, become victorious, and become the first Great North Wrestling Champion. But only a couple days later, he defended his title against Jeremy Prophet in New Brunswick, Canada, and just came up short of the victory. It was a hard-fought match, but Jeremy Prophet came out on top, and now we have a new champion, a new face of Great North Wrestling. The crowd loving Jeremy Prophet. He is by far one of our most talented superstars. What better person to represent the company than Jeremy Prophet? Vidacious Vic Callahan, his former manager, is said to be furious after Jeremy Prophet fired Vidacious Vic Callahan in New Brunswick and, quote, sided with the fans. Now, I personally think that was a good decision because the crowd loves him here. It looks like he's taken the good side now, joined up with the crowd. He is possibly the new People's Champion. Look at Jeremy Prophet in there. 235 pounds of lean, mean muscle. This guy can fly, I tell you folks. He's an incredible wrestler, but he's also vicious, so you have to watch out for that. That's probably what makes him the most popular champion here in Great North Wrestling. He's got all these qualities. It looks like he's going to speak.
Now that's what I like to hear!
The crowd just loves Jeremy Prophet here.
I am so excited to be here! Are y'all excited to be here?
Sounds like they are.
If y'all are excited to be here, give me a yeah, yeah! Yeah, yeah! Oh, yeah! That's what I'm talking about. I am so glad to be here. You know why? Because I am the brand new Great North Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
And rightfully so, he is the champion.
And I gotta say, winning this title was not only an honor and a pleasure, but the fact that I took this from a great legend like the genius Leaping Lanny Poffo, that makes this all the more special. And Lanny, if you're listening, you want a rematch? Anytime, any place, it'll be my pleasure. See, I'm gonna make a difference in this company. I am gonna take this company and this title to the top of the mountain with me. Because my career started off a long time ago. It's been almost 7 years now I've been doing this. And I've reached
for my love, too sexy for my love.
Oh, what is this? Jeremy Prophet coming out here for his acceptance speech. And look who it is. One of Vidacious Vic Callahan's top wrestlers, Sexy Eddy. Now, he is not one of our most popular wrestlers here, as you can tell by the boos in the crowd. Insulting the fans, how disrespectful. How does he expect to ever get any fans if he's insulting fans? And you can see that people here do not like him at all. And can you blame him? Look at this guy. He's cocky. Very full of himself. Showing off to the crowd I don't think anybody's impressed. Jeremy Crawford does not look impressed in the ring. He was out here for his acceptance speech after he won the championship, and now Eddy comes in here and disrespects him. Sexy Eddy calling our fans clowns. I'm sure everybody took offense to that.
First of all, when the microphone is in my hand, I want you all to shut up!
Sexy Eddy telling our fans to shut up. How disrespectful.
I could. Too much sexiness on this mic.
Looks like we're having some technical difficulties with the microphones. Eddy claiming there's too much sexiness in the microphone.
Too much sexiness on that mic.
I just think the microphones don't like him either, just like our fans.
I'm in the back, sitting quietly, and all I hear is you talking about, thank you for giving me a good match, Lanny, thank you. You know what, you're thanking way too many people. These people don't want to hear that. You're talking about what is wrong with this equipment. You're talking about the top of the mountain? Well, you're looking at who's at the top of the mountain, because that should not be yours. That should be around my sexy svelte waist. You better put your shirt back on. You put your shirt back on. Obviously, they don't have a gym in Renfrew. Apparently, it's a full moon tonight, too. I want you to concentrate and listen good. I'm done amusing these fans right now, because I have one thing on my mind, and I'm looking right at it. But the only way to get my hands on that is to beat you. And it's not any type of match. Not any type of match.
What kind of match
We
is it
can
gonna
do
be?
it like everyone else does with the 1, 2, 3 in the ring, but no. If I want to get any closer to having that title around my waist, I want to do it in a tables match.
Oh my, a tables match. Both these competitors have been in many. One of the most dangerous matches you can have.
So let me get this straight, Eddy. Like I said, let me get this straight. Straight as in something you're not.
Looks like Jeremy Prophet now taking shots at Eddy.
You want to come out here and first of all, you want to come out here and put down my friends and family out here in the audience? Well, you know what? I'm not going to stand for that. The way I see it, Eddy, I think you got a little bit of jealousy in you. I think you're jealous because you call yourself Sexy Eddy, but the only women that find you sexy are the ones that have no teeth in their mouth.
That's not funny! Shut up!
And then you want to go and challenge me to a match. That shows not only are you not sexy, you can't be that smart either, Eddy. Just the last time I was here, I was in a table match. I was in a table match with quite possibly the most dangerous, destructive single force in professional wrestling, Hannibal. on top.
That's right, they did have a match. Jeremy Prophet came out on top against Hannibal. A very vicious match we'll never forget.
So you want to throw out a challenge to me? You think you're man enough? Well, I have no problem accepting that challenge. However, you listen to me close, you idiot. Tonight, I'm signed to a contract to do commentary because I am the voice of GNW. If you want a title shot, we can sign a contract. We can get management to oversee it, to finalize it, to put the money on the table, to put our lives on the line. I got no problem with that. You want a title match, you get a contract.
Sounds like Jeremy Prophet's accepted the challenge.
However, if you are looking for a fight,
looks like Jeremy Prophet wants to fight tonight.
then get ready to go toe to toe with the star of the show, Jack.
Jeremy Prophet not afraid to start things early here. He wants a contract for the title, but he wants to fight right now. The crowd calling Sexy Eddy a chicken. It looks like he's just abused.
You need to put your clothes back on, because that's my move. That's my move. I take my clothes, look at that. That's my move, I take my clothes off. And I decide when we fight. And the time is not now. Not now.
Sexy Eddy turning down the challenge to fight tonight here in
I
Renfrew.
am not chicken. I am just smart. And you know what? Yes, you did have that table match against Hannibal, one of the most ruthless forces in professional wrestling. But you know what? I know that took a lot out of you. And as the year passed, I know you had injuries and scars from that match. You're not the same man as you used to be. And I know you're scared of table matches since that time. So you know what? Get ready. I'm bringing my A game. 100% of Canadian beef, grade A, baby. And I'm going to show you what it's like to get in the ring with a real man. And I'm going to put you through that table and prove in front of all these morons that I am Sexy Eddy, the ladies' man, the #1 wrestler in Great North Wrestling. And that's all I gotta say to you now.
Hi folks, I'm the Working Man Bruiser. I'm gonna leave my mark on this wall like I am Great North Wrestling. And when I'm done, I'm gonna lay some pipe, some serious pipe. But right now, I gotta get back to work. But safety first.
It is time to get things underway here on Great North Wrestling. Eddy, I am going to be slapping the taste right off of your face in the weeks to come. But for tonight, I'm going to calm down a bit and get this party started with our very, very special guest joining me right here on commentary, none other than the legendary Honky Tonk Man. He'll be out here shortly. Comes, folks. A true legend, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in professional wrestling history, the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, the Honky Tonk Man. And what a pleasure it is for me to have him here as my commentary partner.
I may never get to have a tag team match with the Honky Tonk Man as my partner, but I am so privileged to say that I have him here as a partner here on commentary, and now we're going to hear from the man.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight. We're going to have some fun later on. I'll be back. I'm going over and do some commentary. I'll be back in a little bit. I'll take pictures up in the ring with all you fans. And then I've got a tag team match. I'll have the jumpsuit on. We're going to sing that dadgum song. Thank you so much. Make some noise! All right, give it up for the Honky Tonk Man!
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the Honky Tonk Man. The one, the only, often imitated, but never duplicated,
From Swampscott,
the Honky Tonk
weighing in
Man.
at 285 pounds.
Go ahead and say it, the greatest WWE Intercontinental Champion of all time.
I actually just said that about 3 times on
Okay,
here.
good.
But why not say it again?
You
Why
know,
not?
The more you say it, the more they believe it.
But it's the God's truth.
What a great event tonight, and gosh, the crowd's really involved in what's going on out here.
This is the best crowd we've ever drawn here in Renfrew. I know you haven't had a chance to be part of some of our Renfrew events, but this is by far the best crowd we've ever had here. They know it is a special night and a great night of professional wrestling action.
Yes, they're going to have a lot of really good matches and have some fun. That's what it's all about,
They're
having
going to have
fun.
a grand old time.
Time to lay some pipe!
I'm not sure of all the names of the guys, so you'll have to help me out with that.
It'll be my pleasure. As you see right here, holding that pipe, that's the working man, Bruiser. And the masked individual in the yellow and black is the B-Machine.
Now, I see the B-Machine throwing out the frisbees like Leaping Lanny Popo did, and of course, I heard your interview where you took the belt from Leaping Lanny.
And just a deafening reaction in here. In fact, so loud, I can barely make out what you're saying. But yeah, I took the title from Leaping Lanny a couple weeks back at one of our live events in New Brunswick. It was a hell of a fight put up by Lanny. And like I said, if he wants a rematch, we can do it anytime, any place, so long as the money is right. And I know you can appreciate that part.
That's all that matters is whether you get the rematch and you get the money. And, I wouldn't mind challenging for the belt myself.
Well, like I said, if the money is right, maybe fans can see Jeremy Prophet defending the Great North Wrestling Heavyweight title against the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, the Honky Tonk Man.
That would be something to see in Great North Wrestling is the premier promotion across Canada right now.
Absolutely. We are live all across Canada, all across the world with these webisodes.
Great North Wrestling fans, I'll tell you right now, I'm frustrated. It's going to be a good match tonight. I'm going to beat up a couple of punks. They stole my pipe, my bar, my serious playing pipe. So I found another one, and I'm hoping to lay out there because there's going to be some serious pipe because you've upset the working man Bruiser. Whoever took it, you're going to pay.
Do you think the colors will play any role in this match?
Yes, I don't think it matters at all, and it doesn't matter if you have a mask on or you don't have a mask on.
I also think there might be danger of an illegal switch, considering that these two individuals are both masked. They might want to make that switch and take advantage of their similar appearance.
After that hard body slam right there, I think I'd make the switch myself.
Well, the bigger of the two was actually in the ring just jumping around, and it sounded almost twice as loud as that.
What a move.
I seen you take one of those not too long ago.
I have had some in the past, but not too many right now.
They must have been against your will as well. As we see a big elbow there by the B-Machine that has left the Honky Tonk Man speechless.
Well, the action's so fast-paced that I can't really follow it.
Well, that's what we're about here at Great North Wrestling. Got a lot of fast-paced action. The toughest wrestling you'll see in Canada. You got to be tough to be part of Great North Wrestling. It is a prerequisite in this company, as it should be in any company, really, because this is professional wrestling. This ain't ballet.
Yes, and we don't mind saying the word wrestling in Great North Wrestling because wrestling is something we don't want to hide from the people like some of the other companies.
That's right. I mean, we are very entertaining with what we do. A huge display of superhuman strength by the B-Machine. He is a real-life superhero to be able to pick up that fat guy.
Well, I would say obese now. Let's be politically correct. Oh, what?
He's using his stinger, I believe.
I think he was giving him the stinger, yeah.
Yeah, the stinker.
Well, it depends on, what neighborhood you're from.
Yeah, well, we're not going to question the man's hygiene much longer, but he's definitely a physical force in that ring, and I think the irresistible force just met the immovable object with that tackle.
Yes, someone said some fellow jumped off a building. I said, well, how was it? He said, well, it wasn't the fall, it was the instant stopping. Like this.
That's a very big fall. So much so, this man almost lost his pants in there. I tell you, good thing he's wearing those briefs, because there would have been a little bit of indecent exposure here on Great North Wrestling.
Well, in Great North Wrestling, anything can happen at any time. Never say never, and some of the best talent in the world has been through Great North Wrestling, and will continue to come through.
We have had many big names, many former world champions. We have had Kevin Nash on Great North Wrestling. We have had Scott Steiner. We are so privileged to have the Honky Tonk Man himself in live and living color. And there's a big drop kick from the B Machine.
Somebody's going up top.
And a hot tag there to the Bruiser. Manages to get in there, get the cover.
Oh!
He got out of there just in the nick of time. That was like lightning striking.
This crowd is really hot. They're really ready to see this match tonight and all the matches to come. The fellow's pants is falling down again.
I think that's going to hinder his running. I'm surprised he's able to stay standing.
If I was in there, I would just go ahead and pull them off anyway and throw them out to the crowd.
That never gets the job done. There's an inverted front suplex.
It's over
for the 3 count. His partner tried to make the save, but I think he decided to hesitate and not go in to avoid taking more of a beating. Sometimes the pain is not worth the gain.
What a great match. What a lot of movement, a lot of fast action.
Oh, that was outstanding. You can always expect that when the working man Bruiser is in action. It'll be hard hitting, it'll be fast paced. He's a little wacky, but he gets the job done. Gets a good day's work done for an honest day's wage.
Rock that workout. Absolutely awesome. You totally sat in that chair.
Oh man, I told narc.
Hey guys, come on, don't try and break anything right now.
Oh, don't worry, bro. We're good.
Dude,
we're good.
totally experienced with this.
We
stuff.
know what we're doing.
Whoa.
Oh my god, what does this do? Try it, man.
Don't worry, he knows what he's doing. I mean, I've totally done this before.
Yeah,
watch
of course
this.
he has. Do you feel it working?
Oh man, my biceps and my volumulus muscles are going crazy right now.
Dude, is it working?
I don't know.
Doesn't look like it's working, man.
No, and you have to pull on this cord.
Oh, so I pull on this? What the hell, dude? What the hell did you make me do that for, dude?
Dude, why'd you make me
Why'd
pull
you
the
do
cord?
that, bro? Come on, man. Are you okay, man?
Oh,
Listen, I totally ruined my totally took you out.
That's your second time. Come on, guys. You gotta cool it down a little
Hey,
bit.
man, sorry. You told me to pull that,
How about
bro.
we start off with something simple and try out the treadmill?
Totally.
Yeah. And
Droopy drawers.
The droopy drawers.
The droopy drawers.
That usually implies there's something in the drawers that's causing it to droop.
Can we get a quick cutaway to the droopy?
I think he's had enough TV time. I think we should cut to a commercial break, if anything. I mean, there's a lot of great action still to come tonight on this edition of Great North Wrestling. A lot of great matches to come. We're going to see the tag team of Quantum Force in action. These guys are from the 80s, from back when you were only maybe about 20 or 30 back in the 80s.
Hey, you better take it easy, son. I mean, just because we're sitting beside each other, it doesn't mean that I won't, maybe take you to task either.
dude, I'm a little bit bummed right now. I missed the 1980s, man. I know, man, but hey, it's okay. What? I got the newest version of our favorite 80s band. What? I got the newest album on cassette. Way. Dude, AC/DC. Dude, hit play, brother. Hit play. Let's do it. Play. Hit play. Hit play, dude. Dude. Oh, we totally didn't buy batteries. No, dude, ski. Now we need 6 double Ds, man. We totally have to win a wrestling match tonight just to be able to afford the 8 D-cell batteries that this bad boy takes. All right. So what are we gonna do? So you know what we gotta do tonight then? We gotta go down to the ring, man. We gotta let those super awesome hunks or Hollywood hunks or indestructible hunks? No. Incredible hunks. Yeah, incredible hunks. Nice. That's awesome, guys. Yeah, we're gonna go down to the ring and we're gonna stare the hunks down and we're gonna beat you 1, 2, 3. Rock out. Oh, dude, it's not even AC/DC. What?
As I was saying, Quantum Force is going to be in action tonight. Tag team action. Taking on 2 individuals known as the Hunks. They don't really live up to the name, but they get the job done on occasion too.
But that's very interesting to have a name like the Hunks. So, you know, there was guys named the Funks, Dory and Terry, and were great brothers and tag team partners. And now we have the Hunks. Do we have a Hunky Jr. and a Hunky Dory, or?
Well, you know, they do kind of look like they could be a young Terry and Dory. A little bit more flamboyant.
I think, nah.
Maybe Terry and Dory when they were maybe about 8 years old kind of looks like that.
Yeah, they're not quite, these guys are a little bit more radical, or abstract as you would maybe want to say it.
They definitely have some unique ring attire. Seem to have a bit of a cocky swagger to them. Not quite cool, cocky, and bad, but, you know, not even really cool or cocky, kind of maybe just bad, but bad to the bone.
Yeah, you know, not everyone can be cool, cocky, and bad. You can either be cool, you can be cocky, or you can be bad.
See, someone like Sexy Eddy, who tries to get my goat right off the start of the show, he's very cocky. But I think a part about being cocky, because I'm cocky too, is you got to be able to back it up when you're in there. Now these guys, Quantum Force, I can tell you all about them. They've somehow arrived here from the 80s. Like I said, the 80s, back when you were about 20, maybe 30.
Yeah, they got the boom box that reminds me of Rock and Roll Buck Zumoff from the 80s, from the old AWA.
What a head on that fella.
Yeah.
I tell you, that's a head. He must have to wear a bowling ball as a helmet.
Well, you know, sometimes that boom box come back to haunt you, as the guitar has done in my career at certain points in time.
Yeah, well, these guys, Quantum Force, they've been on a bit of a roll here. They recently knocked off the tag team of the Monsters on one of our last tapings, and they just continue to roll. I don't know how they got here. I don't know how they're ever going to get back to the 80s, but I, for one, am glad we have them, and I think that tonight these fans are going to be in for a treat.
I'm glad you have them also, and I'm glad you mentioned the 80s, because old school does rule.
That it does. Hey, I'm a child of the 80s.
New school is cool, but old school rules.
I'm a child of the 80s, so I can approve of that. I mean, I was born in the late 80s, but still, child of the 80s nonetheless. Just a very young child. And now as we see the Hunks on the outside flexing their non-existent muscles to some young fans that actually look about as big as them.
Well, you know, when it comes to crowd reaction, it doesn't matter the size of the man or the fight in the dog.
It's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog.
Exactly, and you know, you can't come to a fight and bring all.
You don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah.
You line them up, I'll knock them down. Hey, I have to commentate with Smith Hart on this show.
Oh gosh, that should have been a tremendous learning experience.
Oh, it was quite fun. It was the same type of set 'em up, knock 'em down. I commentated with alongside genius Lanny Poffo.
It's Smith. He talks like all the Harts do.
He's kind of got that Stu Hart swagger to him.
And even Brett talks the same way.
Yeah, but Brett had a stroke.
Come on, man, take it easy now. You're like beating up on everybody tonight.
Oh, I have not begun to fight.
Oh,
in the words of Winston Churchill. And these 4 individuals, Quantum Force and the Hunks, they have yet begun to fight as well. And now we're about to see this contest get underway. Pushing the ref, that's not a very smart move.
No, it's not. I mean, that's an early way to get DQ'd, disqualified as we call it. And, you know, I don't like to be using the ref because he's not in the match.
And that's definitely going to have to be reviewed by our officials here. They might have a fine levied against them. You can't lay hands on an official in Great North Wrestling. I know some other companies might like to let that slide, but that's unprofessional behavior. You can't do that in the NBA. You can't do that in the NHL. so you're not going to see it done here. And there we see a tremendous counter into
Nice move.
a Toreador arm drag, that's known as, followed by a more traditional North American
traditional arm drag, the one that I know.
I know it was always great hearing your stories from when you were training alongside Coco Beware. Both of you guys started at the same time.
Yes.
And you just wrestle for hours upon hours, just trying to get as good as possible.
Just chain wrestling, take the arm, reverse the arm, get the head, reverse the head to get the leg. Head, arm, leg, that's how we did it.
And those are the basic fundamentals that make one successful in professional wrestling. There we see him taking the waist unsuccessfully.
And we got two guys in the ring now. I don't know if they made the tag or not.
Oh, they must have slapped that official stupid because he's really allowing them. There's a tremendous three-quarter neck breaker, sometimes called a cutter, out of a wheelbarrow position. Hip toss, caught, sent back the other way.
I have never seen such a move. Never.
I actually came up with that move in practice. I am very often imitated, never duplicated. But they did it quite good. At least they paid a great tribute, paid great homage to my move.
I really don't understand the referee's position here because I can't understand who the legal man is or person when it comes
well, it doesn't help the two of them look like girls.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
I'm sorry I cut you on that one.
When it came to the legal person.
And there, that right in front of the referee, I don't see how that's not a disqualification.
Well, I don't think the referee really saw that. Oh, good.
And I don't think that incredible hunk saw that. That should have been all. Great resiliency by, I believe that one is Cheeky. I got their names wrong on a previous episode, and they came into the back of the locker room and they were giving me a lot of guff about it.
Yes, I'm sure they reminded you what their name was.
I said guff because this is a PG. This is a family show.
Yes, it is. It's Great Northern Wrestling's always been a family show.
Ooh. And that again, I can't understand how this official. I've been hard on this official on all of these shows that we've had here. He lets way too much go. There, the man blatantly pulled him off of the ropes, allowing him to fall and crash face first on the ring apron. These shenanigans should not be going unpunished.
Nice little suplex there.
Yep, that's actually a fisherman suplex, almost a perfect plex, but without the perfect bridge to go along with it.
But, you know, as the official goes in a tag match, it's very difficult to follow all four people at the same time. Sometimes when maybe a tag match should have two officials.
I wouldn't have anything against that. I think that two officials could make these matches much more fair, much more balanced. There's a big boot. But you see, I found he was a little nonchalant on that big boot. He didn't get all of his weight behind it. And you're not going to put away a team the caliber of Quantum Force being sloppy and taking it easy on them. You got to lay in those shots, and you got to make sure that every shot counts. No wasted motion.
Absolutely, and that's very important, and that's why you and I would have a great match together, because I would definitely lay them in on you, and I would expect you to lay them in on me.
That's what the professional wrestling business is all about. The spirit of competition, giving it your all in there for the prize.
You know, the action's been so fast-paced in both of these tag matches that, oh, another big boot.
Another big boot. It seems like a sound strategy, and I'm surprised he got caught twice. That's that old mentality of, you know, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me.
You know, it's like I said, it's so fast-paced that sometimes you don't have a chance to block something. You don't have a chance to turn your head. Now, coming off the top rope, where's the ref now?
There we see a suplex followed by a big elbow.
Big elbow. That was like the Macho Man elbow from the top.
It was quite similar, and I have to give him credit on that. He at least laid that one in. He looked for the spot and dropped it to precision. But it seems to have little effect as one of the Lee boys here fighting back. Took him down. I think there was maybe a finger in the eye on that one. He kind of got some kind of hook off of his face.
Well, you know, I've been a bad guy most of my career. I'm a good guy now, so I understand all the dirty tricks, and I know what these young hunks are trying to do. I don't know if you call them hunks or punks, but there's another double team that.
They're kind of lackadaisical.
Oh, it didn't happen.
Taking time to showboat.
Didn't happen. Oh, they got.
At least they redeemed themselves for their errors with that move, but they almost got caught sleeping.
That was a double Russian leg sweep.
That's right.
One of Bret Hart's favorite moves he would use on me, the single leg sweep, Russian leg sweep.
Russian leg sweep, very effective maneuver. There was a lot of whiplash to the neck area, to the back.
Yes, very much. A couple of times I had concussions, and I don't know, maybe I suffer from that thing that's going around the hockey league right now, that CT something with your brain, maybe. I don't know.
Yep, well, I was told by many people in wrestling, every time we take a bump in there, we take a fall, that is a concussion. And I think we just saw a double concussion.
Yes.
Right there. They landed right square on the back of their head.
Right square on the back of the head, and I promise you they're going to have a headache. They got another headache off the top rope.
There's the other Lee boy with a big cross body.
Double cross body.
He kind of caught one with a cross body. The other one was more of almost a drop kick. And now two big clotheslines. There's a big Polish hammer, followed by a back elbow. Found its mark right on the jaw of the one.
This
Hollywood
could be
Hunk.
over right now.
He likes to use a pump handle backbreaker out of this. That might be what we're seeing here. Spinning.
Oh!
That is a pump handle blue thunder bomb. I've actually never seen that done before.
I have never seen that done that particular way.
A pump handle blue thunder bomb. And now here's just some classic rights. He's throwing him some rights right there to the jaw, but I guess
he shouldn't have hesitated. He should have went for it right there.
There's a double stomp DDT. You must be seeing a lot of moves that they didn't have back in the 80s.
Those are moves that I don't know how to call them. I don't know what the name is, so since I can't pronounce them, I don't do them.
Well, I mean, the razzle-dazzle isn't always what gets it done. Sometimes good fundamentals are just as important. As we see one of the Lee boys going for, looks like a power slam. Oh, more like a sit-down pile driver. And that pin gets broken up.
They just can't put them away. These hunks are very tough, I bet.
Well, the ref has lost all control of this match.
Absolutely. So it's to the point now where the referee really doesn't matter.
A full Nelson's not going to win this match. And a kick, I think he caught him a little bit in the nether regions with that kick. There's a back elbow leading to a roll-up. Super kick into a German suplex. That should be all. What?
Oh.
I thought someone was going to have to pull out a semi-automatic weapon in that match.
What some action, and unbelievable.
That's the kind of action you get here in Great North Wrestling. You got to be tough to do this. This isn't your mommy and daddy's wrestling. This is the toughest wrestling in Canada. Probably the toughest wrestling in the world. Anyone wants to dispute that claim? Hey, I'm not a hard guy to find. I'll show you how tough this is.
Now we got the boombox. Gosh, I don't know if I could counter the boombox with a guitar or not, but you know, they were victorious over the hunks. And
well, the boombox is heavier than the guitar.
They actually the boombox might be heavier than one of the hunks, but the hunks
If the guitar is heavier than one of the hunks, then the boombox is definitely heavier than both of them.
The boombox and the hunks did a pretty good job out there.
Okay, Titan, I like what I've seen so far. You've shown some potential, but now the training just gets a little bit harder. Are you ready for the challenge?
Yes, sir!
I can't hear you!
Yes, sir!
All right, today we're gonna flip a log, a big log. If I can flip that log, you better be able to flip that log.
That big log there?
Yes! Not the log you dropped in the toilet this morning, that log!
Oh.
Yeah! Now, get ready and flip that log. Let's go!
But I don't want to dirty my shirt.
You don't want to dirty your shirt? Take it off! Take that shirt off! Come on!
Special attraction tag team main event. Dino and Cheeky on commentary. We're gonna have a great time. Main event. Couldn't ask for anything better than that. Not at all. What are you doing here? This match will be entertaining, if anything. One of the greats go. A true legend. Here he is. There he is. Greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. He's the Honky Tonk Man. Legendary Honky Tonk Man. And his partners, Diesel Mix. And look at him. He's high-fiving everybody. Renfrew's own, the after party, the party animal, Diesel Mix. The hometown boy. What an opportunity tagging with the Honky Tonk Man. One of the great things about GNW is the caliber of the talent, the legends that are brought in. Some of everybody's childhood favorites are here at GNW. I think that's one of the reasons it makes it so sad that things are potentially coming to an end. Well, I don't really want to think about that, Cheeky. Oh, looks like Honky's got something to say though.
Give it up for my hometown hero, Renfrew.
Diesel Mix in the limelight.
Why did you do that to your hometown people? Oh, it's your family. Oh, I thought you gave him I thought he gave you the Trudeau salmon arm salute. Not too many people remember that. You remember that. You old guys do. Anyway, if you notice, I don't have the ponytail anymore that I had 3 weeks ago that was 24 inches because I cut it, I sent it off to the cancer children. Yeah. It takes me 3 years to do it, and this was my second time, and as of last Wednesday before I went to Winterpeg, which a couple of days ago was Summer Peg, but now it's Fire Peg, because the whole place is going to burn down, I guess. I don't know. Not a bad place to burn down. Anybody from Winnipeg here tonight? No? Okay. We got one Winnipeg guy. Good for you, man. Anyway, if you have long hair and you want to get it cut, please do not let them throw it in the garbage. Send it off and change someone's life. Thank you so much. Now, heck, you've been waiting all night for this. Put your hands together, turn the music back on. Here we go. We're going to sing that song. Oops. I love those sound people. Here we go. Put your hands together.
Renfrew's ready.
Introducing their opponents.
And here come
From
the opponents.
Miami Beach, Florida, weighing 235 pounds, Platinum, Preston Perry, and Stacey Burke from Santa California, at 213 pounds, Johnny Chaz.
We have the unique team of Charming Chaz Lovely and Platinum Preston Perry. Two pretty boys. Making their way down. Oh, look at these guys. Whoa. Crowd giving them a piece of their minds. Not taking too kind to this team.
If I didn't know anything about fashion, and I don't think I do, but I think Charming Chaz Lovely has a woman's shirt on.
He has a what, sorry?
A woman's shirt. I believe that is a
That would
lady's
definitely
top.
be a woman's shirt, but he definitely pulls it off, Chiefy.
True. We faced Charming Chaz Lovely quite a few times.
Even faced him at the last GNW event. He did get the better.
Don't remind me of that.
You have got to be the worst singer I have ever heard.
Chaz Lovely getting no respect from these fans.
I'll tell you what we're going to do right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sing for all of you.
Ooh, maybe some Spice Girls.
I'm going to sing the Canadian national anthem in Canada's national language, a language that everybody understands in this town, French. Le français, oui, oui.
Le français?
Sing along, you know what? No.
I'm impressed. He actually knows French.
Out of your seats, salute while I sing the Canadian national anthem in French. Oh. Ready? Le Canada.
Chaz Lovely making a complete mockery of this country.
Excuse me, I said Le Canada.
Disrespecting this Canadian crowd.
It's a good thing we're not from here.
They're having none of this.
People don't deserve to hear me sing. Screw it. No, I'm not doing it.
There's the bell. But Honky's got the microphone. Got something to say.
The last time I saw two guys that looked like this, it was downtown Montreal.
I don't know what Honky's supposed to mean by that.
Google it. Google downtown Montreal.
Doing it right now.
To San Francisco.
Oh my god.
I think we all know what that means.
And I said, oui, monsieur. And I said, don't you wee near me, monsieur. Brother, we speak English over here in Renfrew. Don't you understand that?
Let's get things underway.
Alright. Who's gonna start off here? Preston or Chaz? Looks like it's gonna be Chaz.
We'll have Honky Tonk Man starting for the other team.
Honky and Chaz. Chaz and Honky.
Here we go. This
Let's
is
get
your
it
main
on.
event, folks.
And the crowd solidly behind Honky Tonk Man and Season Ends. And Chaz Lovely going to the outside here. He's not ready. He's not ready. Give him a second.
Give him time. Give him time.
You know, let the crowd simmer. It's kind of a hostile crowd. Let him simmer down. before
He is
start things
entitled
off
to
here.
10 seconds, a full count of 10. He can take his time.
That is in the rule book.
You can see the confidence in Honky, guys. I think he knows that Chaz Lovely might be a little
And there
scared.
he goes again. But you gotta think at this point that this might be getting to the head of Honky Tonk Man. still maintaining his composure. True veteran.
Then he's got till 10. Here he comes now.
Requesting the referee hold Honky Tonk back. I think Honky just wants to fight. Oh. Calling out Renfrew's own.
Calling in the hometown boy.
Cecil Nick's ready. There's the tag.
Here comes Cecil.
Cecil Nick is not scared. Cecil's ready.
Cecil's game, man. Be careful what you wish for. What do we got? Side headlock.
Back to the ropes.
Cecil coming off. Big tackle. Hits ropes. Another tackle. Drop down. Cecil rolls
And
through.
see.
Drop kick. Beautiful. I told you, be careful what you wish for, Chaz Lovely.
Cecil in charge. Firing.
Irish whip. Reverse. Oh, Preston hit to the back. Preston gets knocked down for his troubles. In with the big boot comes Chaz. Taking Cecil down.
Stiff boot.
Not going for the pin, just looking to choke him.
Straight closed fist to the back of the head.
Makes the tag to Preston.
This is smart. Keep it in their corner.
Hanging on to Cecil for him. Boot to the guts. Big chop. Puts Cecil down. He's got the head. Working that headlock.
Gripping it tight.
First snap mare. Over. Boot to the back.
Cover.
They're able to kick out.
Gonna have to hit Cecil Nix with something a little more effective than that.
I told you, this gets game, man.
Tag in. Chaz goes up. Chaz goes down.
There's a point to get her up to the second rope.
Wasted energy, I'd say, by Chaz Lovely.
Yeah, man, it's tough getting up there.
See, Cecil firing back. He had some time. Grabs the boot.
Oh, Russian leg sweep.
Using the referee as an assistant.
Taking full advantage of the surroundings. And there's the tag to Honky.
And here he comes.
And he comes. And Chaz backs off again.
Chaz is just not ready to work with Honky Tonk. Needs a break. Calling for quiet.
Fixing his elbow pads. Looking for the test of strength.
I've seen a lot of wrestling. Chaz Lovely might have something up his sleeve here.
Honky,
these fans want to see it.
He locks up one hand.
Steps
on Chaz's toes.
I was wrong.
Looks like Honky one-upped him there.
Chaz.
I'm going to try with the other arm this time. Let's see what happens.
Not too wide.
So watch his foot. What do we got here? They lock up. He stepped on the other foot. How do you fall for that twice? Tags in Preston.
Tags out. The silver-haired man himself.
Platinum Preston Perry. Gotta admit, I haven't seen too much of him, but the guy looks like he's in great shape. He's looking for the test of strength. Now this I kind of understand.
His hair reminds me of my necklace. Shiny. Grabs him quickly.
Test of strength.
Even matchup so far.
We got a battle here. And he steps on the foot too.
These guys are not learning.
That's a good weapon that Honky's got going for him. Chaz is back in now, looking frustrated.
They lock up. Back to the corner.
We're gonna get a clean break here.
Chaz Lovely, no way. Oh,
goes for the eye poke. Catches it, reverse eye poke. Back rake. Front rake.
You can do a rake on the front?
Guess so.
That's why he's a veteran, and I'm here announcing.
Shot to the eyes. Back rake. Again. Front rake.
These guys don't learn anything.
Full arm dragon. Squeeze. Working that arm.
When their mothers told them to not touch the stove, they kept touching the stove, I bet.
Stomping the fingers now. Hey, you gotta watch Honky's stomps here, man. And Chaz consoling Platinum.
I'd be careful, Chaz. If this match has told me anything, you may get your fingers stomped.
Alright. They're looking to tie up again. Here they go.
Twist the arm.
Working that arm again. Working that rather needle-like arm of Chaz Lovely. You're gonna hear Chaz Lovely quit here.
Takes him
Snap
over.
there.
Stomped on the hand.
Stomped on the other hand.
These guys will never learn.
And in comes Cecil. Double axe hand over the arm. Full arm dragon. Really working that arm. Oh, Chaz able to take him off of his feet into the ropes there. What does Chaz got here? Oh, he DDT. Oh my goodness.
Right on his head.
Looks like he broke his neck there.
Is that it?
This might be over here. Hometown boy just got his neck broken on the apron.
Do we need an ambulance?
And Preston's just laying boots into him. Throwing him back in.
He might be hurt.
Is the ref gonna let this keep going here, or? Would appear
Cover.
so.
I think that's it. No.
Cecil able to kick out. I thought that was it. Man, after a move like that.
Dropping the elbows. Cover. Very loose cover. Only gets the 2 count.
Now that they have Cecil hurt, they're really taking advantage of it.
Quick tags. Drags him back. Smart wrestling.
Keeping him in their corner. Constant punishment. Honky getting in here. Illegally. Ref's got to get him out. Meanwhile, Chaz double axe into the back of Cecil. And there it is. The Chazzle Dazzle. Mocking Honky there.
He's just asking for trouble.
Yeah. Better hope Honky doesn't get the tag in.
Quick tag to Platinum. Hooks him up.
Got him in the wheelbarrow.
Picks him up.
Wheelbarrow into a face buster. Great double team move there. That's got to be it.
After that early drop on the head, he's got to be out. No. 2. Count him. 2.
Well, we said it earlier. It takes a lot to put this guy away.
Especially in front of your hometown crowd. All these fans behind you. Listen to them.
What do they got now? Looks like a
They
double
want it.
belly
They
back.
want it. Flips him over. Oh,
Cecil
but he
lands
makes
on
the
his
tag.
feet, makes the tag. Here comes Honky.
Big shot.
Big shot.
Trading blows. Each man receiving their own. Firing up.
Got both men now.
Hello.
Double knocker.
Nice to meet ya. Here we go in the buckles. What's up? We got a throw.
Both men run into each other.
Big collision in the middle. Out goes Platinum.
Preston. Could this be it?
Is this it? Is this what we're here for?
Crowd wants to see it. And I think he's going to give it to him.
There it is.
Shake, rattle, and roll.
1, 2.
And the winner. There's your winners, folks. The hometown boys, Cecil Nix, and the legendary Honky Tonk Man.
What a great main event brought to you by GNW here tonight. Let me tell you, one can only imagine what's going to come next week. What can these fans expect?
Make sure you tune in